second season as people kind of figure her out? What are the challenges of being a second-year attacker as Jess gets us started?
Well, I think when you're young, you're figuring out how to hit higher, how to hit around the block, and now the veterans have figured her out and her shots. She's going to have to expand even more this season.
Speaking of veterans, that was Alexa Gray with the first kill, going deep corner, 1 foot from the sideline, 1 foot from the edge. That is Alexa Gray, Turkey the last couple of seasons, BYU graduate in 2015, playing for the Canadian national team as Jordan Poulter puts it into play first time for Salt Lake. Manami Kojima keeping that one alive. She is a defensive gem. Get used to fantastic plays from her as that ball down the line is good. And that's a nice sign right away for Houston, a kill for Maddie Kingdon-Rischel.
Well, they're going to have to work the edges, make sure they're not hitting directly into Serena Gray, who is one of the best blockers on the side of Salt Lake. So I like that swing down the line to start off.
That'll send Amber Iagidi back to the line out of Hawaii, Big West Player of the Year. As she sails that one long. Trying to be aggressive at the service line is always a balance with trying to keep your opponent off balance. So Salt Lake, another serve for them, and that will send Alexa Gray, the Alberta native, to the line where she has been super effective at keeping teams out of system, but not this time for Houston. And they go to the opposite. There's your first look at Jordan Thompson.
Well, that's the connection that we have seen in years past. These two played on the national team together, in the Olympics together, and very connected. And we'll see how much that makes a huge difference here today.
Micah Hancock now in her 12th professional season going jump float, no jump serve here. Neck's been an issue this year. The block is there in front of Haiti Casanova. Shut down position for Houston.
Well, Casanova is going to also have to work the edges of the block. She is a powerful hitter, but she has good blockers in front of her. Going to have to work high and flat or around the block.
Yeah, the pin production at opposites also been a question. Poulter this time will scoop to the outside for Hoffman. Good transition opportunity here. Not converted. Kojima. Casanova, right side, trying to go high, hands, not finding them. Will we have a challenge right away? Casanova pleading for it. It's up to Tamamiya Shiro here to call it, as we have a 4-2 on the scoreboard right now. 2 challenges per team per set. If you're right, you keep them. So, in fact, they would be infinite. You can be wrong only twice a set. And this is our first with our referee crew, Lena Gustafson and Nikki Cathell, calling the match. Our replay official will make the ruling, and it will be that there was a touch. Rafaela Foley.
We talked about how she has to hit high and flat off the edges, but here's the problem. The little things we talked about in the scouting report, there was a free ball sent over out of system on the Houston side. That's 1 point that they would like to get back. Those are the make a difference for Houston.
All right, well, they'll get it right back there with the service error. 4-3. Salima mentioned it in the first meeting. It was Salt Lake 3 sets to none, 27-25, 25-19, 25-20 as Maddie Kingdon-Rischel goes short. Dixon with the handle and Hoffman with the side out. And it was Jordan Thompson leading on the Houston side with 17 kills. On the other side, Alexa Gray had 18, but the real flash of the whole thing was Serena Gray. 14 kills on 17 attempts, hit 820. And in fact, in this season, Serena Gray has yet to be blocked or hit a ball out of bounds in 2 matches. As Casanova unleashes the jump serve. And that'll be an ace. Haiti Casanova, her second ace of the season.
Well, she can rip this jump serve, so even if you're not seeing an ace on the stat sheet, she can get teams completely out of system and really serve tough, so they're going to have to hang on to this pass here.
Teams have been in system 46% of the time against her serve, so a little under half. Here's another one. Powerful down the line. They are out of system there. Well off the net. Block doing some work. Here's another reset play. And again, no swing. Gray out of the back row. Was she over?
That's the difference. One is a free ball coming over the net. The second one is an attack coming right at you. She was not over, and that's a perfectly executed play on the side of Salt Lake.
Close to that line, and you picked up on it right there. 2 missed opportunities, 2 conversions, and a lead of 2 for Salt Lake. That one's well into the net, but damage done. 6-4 open for the home side here inside Bruin Arena. Salt Lake in at 1-1. Swept Houston. Then they were swept the next time. On the other side, Houston 0-2. That one pulled off the net deftly by Jordan Poulter, feeding Claire Hoffman on the outside, and she'll go back to serve, number 21. Another University of Washington standout performer. Poulter in the front row, right front. This is Hoffman. Bad pass. Poulter with the put away.
You're going to see a lot of serves coming right at Merzick, really targeting her. You've got passers that have established themselves like Rischel and in this league, and that is a serve down the line that was difficult for her to handle.
Trying to go to that same spot this time, right to the middle. 5+ digs per set is what you're looking at for Manami Kojima. She already has 2 in this first set. Casanova, tough swing, and that'll be a kill. Way to work around it at the 3-3.
Well, the difference right now is Salt Lake is finding ways to convert on broken plays. They're keeping the ball alive. There's Kojima will take a good look at that, and right now on the other side of the net, it's not as efficient on the broken plays.
If we lined you up with an open net, how many kills you get against Manami? We'll just let you hit against her in the
Me?
angle. Yeah, you right
0.
now. 0. On 100 swings, 0 for Salima. And 0 for you at home too, by the way. Don't think you're all that. That tip is good.
Well, she's just so good. I mean, she sees the game as well as anyone in the world. I mean, putting herself in a perfect position on the middle attack. She knows when to sag deep on the outside attacks. One of the best defenders in this league.
Yeah, Manami Kojima in there at libero on the right-hand side of your screen. Let's see if she makes another play here. Ball fed right side, pushed into the block. Hoffman this time with the dig. Overhead, Casanova looking for another one. Got it through the block and down. Casanova's off to a hot start.
Getting some production out of the right side. That's what we talked about. They need a little bit more production and efficiency from that right side. Between Casanova, perhaps Fields, somebody's got to get it down. 2 pretty good swings.
You said she had to hit the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Right there hitting the edge. 11-5. Technical timeout coming if Salt Lake scores here. And they do not.
I like moving that ball around. They drifted that one past Tori Dixon so she could attack the ball towards that right side of the court instead of at Kojima.
Both teams and most teams in the league now are forced to play a 5-1 all the time, just about. Single entry for the 6-2 as Jordan Thompson was a revelation during her college career at Cincinnati. Rising through the ranks there as Kojima has a perfect pass that they are going to take you from the juniors all the way to the pros if that is your path in life. Terrible towels out.
That's right.
You like that,
Let's
Pittsburgh
go.
native. Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell, who's hitting negative. She's 0 for 100.
I am.
And an open net. 1 for 1 is Micah Hancock.
I was going to say, we got to watch out for her getting to the front row. She knows she can take over at any time and use that left hand to really attack and move the ball around. And what I love about Micah hitting at the net, it's not always in the same direction. She can hit cross court. She can turn it back to the other corner as well.
Karine Palagotova with the tough serve. Ooh, nice play to the outside. Thompson takes one off the face, hanging in. A little hazard pay. And then a block on the right side. Block for Salt Lake showing up early. If you look at just the overall block stats, they don't have very many, but they've only played 6 sets. They are second in the league in blocks per set.
And they need to be just consistent with what they're doing. This is that dig by Jordan Thompson keeping the ball alive. But if they're disciplined, this is a big blocking team. They should be able to block a lot of balls.
There's another one. They have 3 in this first set.
Well, and Houston's going to have to find a way. They have to work around the block right now. A little bit too predictable. The middles are doing a fantastic job of reading as well for Salt Lake.
There is Serena Gray. She's hitting .677 on the year. Mentioned how good she's been offensively. 21 kills. She has 6 blocks. Counted 7 now. Dig behind the block. There's Hoffman. She's been providing a lot of opportunity for her side in that phase of the game. Igidi's been hot. Nope, it's Thompson again. And the block is there once more.
Again, a free ball opportunity. I mean, I would set Jordan Thompson as well, but I think the other side of the net understands that. Serena Gray has been so good at really getting close to her pins right now and getting these blocks.
Miss serve there, so 14. So really for our score to update, we were looking at 14-7. Now we're looking at 15-8 here in set number 1. Iagidi back again.
Houston's going to have to continue to serve Gray. They want to keep it away from Kojima because perfect passing right there.
Gray will convert another.
It's what it's always going to look like. So get this ball on Gray. She overall is about 39% passing, good passing right now. So that's where I would target it and see if they can get them off the net.
Hoffman back to the front row with Casanova, who's off to an excellent offensive beginning. Working off the block, there's Kingdon Rischel, and that ball is out of bounds. Point for Houston.
Just such a smart player. You're going to see a lot of that from Kingdon Rischel. Hitting off the hands, really taking advantage of the block. Very smart attacker.
Hancock, once again, jump float. Perfect pass, and another electric swing in the middle from number 11, Serena Gray, who says, I'm going to play till I'm 34. And then I'm going to retire. I need some maybe income, little auxiliary income.
Yeah.
Wants to own a gym or a bar or maybe a cat cafe.
Why not?
Yeah.
Can I bring my own cat to the cat cafe?
That's not how cat cafes work.
I don't know what a cat cafe is.
You can take an extra cat home. She wants them all to be available for adoption, not bred for the cafe. So let's be very clear. She's going to bring them in. They're going to get homes. You're going to come in and you're going to take an extra cat home, maybe two.
What if I don't like cats?
Don't go to the cafe. Cat cafe is very popular in Japan. Kingdon Rischel with the serve. Off the net this time. Hoffman. Big swing into the block, and the ball's just not bouncing Houston's way here in set one.
It's not. They did a better job serving Gray, getting it on her, getting them off the net. But I like that Hoffman is very, very smart with what she's doing right now, not making a lot of unforced errors. That's been a problem for her. She passes really well, but she was making unforced errors in the last couple of matches.
Salt Lake off to a torrid offensive start, and they're going to continue that from the line there. Now 19. Haiti Casanova with her second ace of this first set.
She might as well just keep going for it. I mean, look at this lead. Rip it as hard as you can. Just keep the pace on it and either get an ace or get them way off the net.
Came in with one for Tamamiya Shiro in 2 matches. She has 2 here in set number 1. That's a nice start for that side. She has a couple errors to go with it, but you'll take it. Coach, what do you like in terms of an ace to error ratio if you're a jump serve?
Yeah, a 2 to 1 would be awesome. 3 to 1, you know, it's just
errors to aces.
Yeah, errors to aces. It's very difficult to do, but you know, you take that risk. You take that risk. That's what it is. It's a high risk serve, but you're going to get some reward.
But again, Houston with no swing. Claire Hoffman will take one, and she'll score it.
That's been the story so far of the set. Is no swing on the other side by Houston. They're trying to make something happen offensively on a broken play, but this is a difference. Casanova steps in, puts up a high ball that's perfect for Hoffman on the outside.
Efficiency north of 100 here in set 1 for the women in yellow. And the blocking will go with it. Another huge stuff.
Great read by one of the veterans in this league, Tori Dixon, sees that play so well. She just shades with that setter, moves with the middle blocker to get that block.
Complete control, a 10-point lead on their home floor inside Bruin Arena. Push, dug by Poulter. She's seen that one in practice. And the turn, that'll find the back line from Casanova. 22-11, double again.
I just love how Salt Lake is playing right now. They're confident, they're good with their touches, and they're not panicking when things.
At Washington, and then Serbian national team after that. The coaching bug bit her, a lot like Spider-Man. She acquired some superpowers, coaching superpowers,
yes.
Went to ASU, Turkey, and now Houston on that journey. Exciting to have her in the league as Minami Kojima with another dig down the line creates, and Tori Dixon nearly had it. That ball looks like it's too long. Minami plays it. And Gray terminates this time hard, sharp cross.
Salt Lake just taking care of all their touches, getting themselves in system or in rhythm. Either way, they're able to find the way past the block.
Hoffman 2 away from the set win. Palgatova back row to Maddie Kingdon Rischel, who gets the kill. A rare kill here in this first set for the Houston side. So while one side is flirting with 700 for their percentage, 120 is the total on the other side for Houston. That will result in a lopsided score for sure. Houston going to the double sub here, at least for a blocking momentum here. Logan Lednicki into the match. And it won't matter as that ball goes long. So the second half of the double sub may come in here for Houston as they search for the right solution and maybe a couple of points before Salt Lake can take the set. Tori Dixon is sneaky good from the line.
So good from the line. She has lookaways. She has a tough serve.
Can go short quite a bit. Here she drives it. Good pass. Poulter there all by herself. Got it. Second time. Again, Poulter with it.
With our swings. Like, we're not taking care of the little things. That's the one thing they wanted to do, and they're not doing it right now.
Yeah, to your point, positive receptions for Salt Lake, 64% positive as a team. On the other side, 30%.
It's a problem.
So they're in system double the amount. That's a nice save from Gray. And another nice play this time from Dixon. And it's hit into the donut. Someone get the s'mores.
Well, and I love that set from Poulter. She's way off the net and keeps Gray in rhythm, in system. That's what I think has been another difference, keeping them in system no matter where the ball's off the net.
Salt Lake in the first set hit 680. That's an efficiency number, 68%. And they had 5 blocks. And they had a number of aces. There's one from, as we said, Tori Dixon can put it on you right away. She comes up with the ace, number 6.
Well, and they had 0 hitting errors, too. So, I mean, that no hitting errors and keeping the ball in play, serving tough, like they're doing everything well right now.
First ace of the season for Dixon, almost followed by the second. Thompson, who was 1 of 9 in the first, has to put that one over. Dixon's going to the beach after this with that paw right there. Those are very nice. Hoffman, another dig. Gray hammers her own overpass. Do not get in the way of that long whip.
I wouldn't. I would be nowhere near that ball.
You're already 0 for 100 hitting. You're going to be 0 for 50 digging, number
problem.
9.
I shouldn't be playing.
Did you even play volleyball?
Am I playing? Because that's a problem. That overpass is unreal.
If you don't know, Salima Rockwell, alternate in 1996, longtime member of the USA Women's National Team, current head coach at Notre Dame. Casanova dig right on the money. Gray again. Houston needs this one. Got it. Thompson.
She's going to have to heat up. You know, she is absolutely their go-to player, and you can see the fire in her eyes right now. She's not happy with how the team has been playing, and you know when she wants to get them going.
You and I have chatted about everyone's happy to be in this league,
Yep.
happy for this league to be occurring, playing in the United States. It's all a little friendly.
Yes, yes.
This kind of thing, does 25-12 make it less friendly?
Oh, it'll make it way less friendly. These are competitors out there. They want to win. No matter how much they like each other and know one another, they don't want to get embarrassed. They don't want to play terrible volleyball. They want to win and play well.
Jordan Poulter back to serve. Already 1 for 1, cleaned up an overpass earlier, and 2 blocks contributed by the setter, who at 6'2" is one of the taller setters you'll find across the world, and part of what has made the Aurora, Colorado native the starting setter for the USA Women's National Team through gold and silver medal performances.
When we saw her blocking at the net, she does so many things well. Again, running the offense, staying efficient, but with that size, she can score points from the end line, blocking and attacking as well.
Little delay here gives us a chance to give you the update on Serena Gray, who came in absolutely torching the entire league, did not have a single error, had 21 kills, hitting .677. Well, she's added 2 for 3 and has not been blocked, nor hit a ball out of bounds here either.
And that's nearly impossible to do. Nearly impossible to do, but she's really changed some things. Her feet are good. She's efficient off the net. Like she's available all the time, up in the same spot. She's not getting off balance. Like, it just really looks like she's tightened a lot of things up this season to be more efficient with what she's doing. The ball they set her is high and difficult to reach many times. So she's hitting high and over. And look at her right now. I mean, she's ready. She wants to be good. She's doing her blocking moves right now as we're waiting for whatever's going on. I mean, this is why she's better.
The psychology major said, listen, the start of my career has been perfect for me. She played in France. She says, I love playing a game for a living, and I'm really enjoying the analytical piece off the court, the risk and analysis of how players are able to get kills against me or how I function against them. She's expecting a terrific matchup with both of the middles on the other side, quite complimentary of both Amber Ayajidi and her counterpart over there, Rafaela Foley, as another ball is converted once again by Gray. And if you remember from our first match, we had the law firm of Poulter, Gray, and Gray. They are back in effect here.
Absolutely, without question. Again.
They are winning the case so far here through a set and a fifth. 5-1 to open here. Foley finally gets the kill.
There's a pass that they needed, desperately needed so far in this set. Every ball has been off the net. You were talking about the matchup between the middles. Well, you can't set them if the ball's way off the net all the time.
A preponderance of Olympians, Salima, here in League One volleyball. Tokyo Olympian Raffaella Folli of Italy with the serve. And Serena Gray takes that delivery from Poulter.
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about. She goes in, she doesn't slow down. It doesn't matter that the ball's off the net. Poulter's high enough and contacts it high enough to get her the perfect ball.
Serena with another kill, 6-2 now, Salt Lake. Winners in the first, 25-12, closed it with their first opportunity. Another tough pass and another ace. What a performance from the service line thus far for Salt Lake. Combined now, that will be total aces. That's going to be pushing 5.
And it's been really tough for the second outside hitter for the Houston team. The second outside, I mean, that is not Maddie Kingdon-Rischel. So whoever else is in that position, they've been serving, and they've been having some trouble handling the ball.
Poulter charged that one, picked it up early. Set her out, bump set by Briseño. Tight for Thompson, who pushes it right through the 3-woman block.
Smart play on a tight ball. She's able to find it at the top. Sometimes that's the weakest area of the block, where you really just go ahead and focus on those fingers and shove it through the block.
Jordan Thompson played pro in Turkey and Italy. She's actually the reigning Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball champion in the fall, and currently hitting .261, 39 kills on the season. Can't handle that defensive effort there as Claire Hoffman continues to outperform what was her early season percentage. But this is tough to really gauge somebody on just 2 matches, right?
It is. I mean, per set, you're going to start finding some things. Or what are we doing per set? How many kills per set? Maybe not total kills or total numbers. That's when it's early on, that's what you're kind of looking at.
Sani Tomasevic is going to make a move here. Karina Palgatova looks like she's headed to the bench for the moment. A little bit of serve and reception and defensive support from Maya Sands, all-world and all-SEC in her time at Missouri. More than 2,000 digs, the 3-time conference Libero of the Year, fresh off her college career. She's passed perfectly, and Hoffman with another kill. I've really been impressed with the development of Claire Hoffman over the last 3 seasons.
Well, it's been so good. She's just becoming more efficient. She's always been a very good volleyball player, just smarter with her swing, and I do like the speed that they're running the offense. Poulter's setting that high and fast, and I think that's giving her more shots and more splits and lock.
Off the net, ball behind, dealt with anyway by Maddie Kingdon-Rischel.
Kingdon-Rischel line again.
10th year out of Arizona.
Again, working that edges, looking for the line shot. That's what's scoring right now. They're serving Gray, but Gray now is picking up her passing. She was the one that was passing, had the lowest passing percentage. Hoffman's a great passer, as you see right there. So now, if Gray's passing well, Hoffman's always good, Kojima's good. That's going to be very difficult for Houston.
Hoffman, top shelf with her form there.
Yeah.
So quiet with her platform.
Nice and easy. Dixon, always good on that slide.
10-5. This so far looking a lot like the first. It was 11-5 at one point. Houston trailing. That ball is long. We have the same score. And we'll have our first challenge from the Houston side. We had one in the first from Salt Lake on a Haiti Casanova spike that was determined to have gotten a touch by the block. We're looking for something similar here on the Jordan Thompson spike.
No, we'll see if we see it. I thought I heard it, but that's maybe crazy, but I thought I did. I didn't quite see it. They were pretty sure that she got the touch on the block. It's always a good opportunity, though, to slow some things down here. There it is. I see some wiggle waggle.
Is that like the Wiggles?
I don't really know.
Should there be music associated with that? Some hits tunes or something?
Little wiggle.
All right, so a good reversal there. We won't go to 11-5. We'll instead go to 10-6, and Micah Hancock to the back row. Full complement of attackers in the front for Houston. Kojima sacrifices herself with a scoop there. Briseño, the equal on the other side. Digs by each libero. Gray slaps it in. Benami has seen that before, and it results in another Gray kill. Little things adding up.
Tiny little plays. Kojima is the one that's doing it, controlling the ball in the right spot all the time, just balanced and ready. This is what we talked about, her ability to read defensively. She moves well behind the block. One of the best visuals you've seen.
Manami Kojima coming over from Japan now in her second season here in League One. She actually played Athletes Unlimited as well as Houston collects that kill. And I talked to Manami and she said, look, I'm taking English class once a week.
Yes.
She's making good progress with the language.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's a very difficult language to learn. Many of us went overseas and had to learn different languages. I had to learn Italian. I tried to learn Flemish. Impossible. But everyone says, all these speakers of Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, they say that English is the most difficult.
It's very difficult. She's trying, though. Like, I love that.
Haiti Casanova also working hard at that as well. And some great stories from across the league as we brought a number of worldwide talent into America.
Well, that's the beauty of this league. And you get to see the top players in the world, and they get to come to the United States with a different experience, and the United States players get to show them their country for the first time. That's pretty cool.
All right, free ball coming. Salt Lake's been very good on these. That does not continue here. Finally a block, some momentum, and good feelings for the women in blue.
Well, you could tell that Gray was completely out of that picture, and Foley did a really nice job of just kicking out to the pin, made that move, and that's why they were able to get that block.
A 4-0 run here. Check that 5-0 maybe run here. Looking for the technical timeout. Briseño standing in. Good direction for Briseño once again. Thompson this time. Okay.
Good, and then anything above that is a huge bonus and really, really good.
So Salt Lake took a while to get that last side out, gave up a number of points in a row. They led at one point 10-4.
We'll see if they can keep this serving pressure on.
Yeah, they can. Answered that for you, Salima.
Yep, there it is.
And Serena Gray can continue that. Or maybe we should call her Seth.
That's weird.
She said that Danny Drews is giving out boy nicknames.
I know.
Seth.
I don't understand
for her.
any of it.
Anytime you say something sounds like a boy would say it, then you get called Seth. My favorite was Ronnie Jones Perry. This is Danny Drews handing out these nicknames, by the way. My favorite was for Ronnie Jones Perry.
Which is?
It's Ron Swanson.
What are we doing?
Which is perfect. Ronnie Jones loves the outdoors.
I love it.
So does Ron. So some good team camaraderie being built there at Salt Lake City as they continue to build into this 2026 season. Substitution in Sara Loda makes her first appearance for Houston in this season.
Well, and I like this. They're going to have to do something. They need some ball control. They need someone that can get some points from the end line, which she can.
Look into the jump serve, and we'll see if she stays after that service rep. She does not, so the recently married Loda will go off, the Italian national, now in her 19th professional season.
I'd like to see the passers on the Houston side maybe squeeze a little bit more. You know, the Briseño take a little bit more, like just poach somebody and completely take a ball away, because being out of system right now for them has not been productive.
There's more defense. You were talking about that role with the platform. This time it's defensively for Gray. Iagidi in the middle. She's been good. Did that one find the line? Yes, it did. Amber Iagidi with another K on the board.
Well, we have not said her name nearly enough, I would say. They need to continue to control the ball, get her going, because she can absolutely take over. 2 kills, I believe, for Iagidi in this match.
Amber Iagidi went 6 for 10 last time these two teams met, as all the pieces are being used. Kaisa Alanko, who started the match at the setter position when they met in the opening match of the year in Houston, now comes in to serve. And they have Logan Lednicki in the front. The 6'2 sub is on and will not get an opportunity there as Casanova collects the kill.
Well, Casanova, again, has been so smart. She's known for her power and how hard she hits that ball, but I really feel like she's understanding where she needs to be. Like, what am I going to do with this ball right now when the block's big in front of me?
Haiti Casanova, 5 kills on 8 swings, hitting .500 efficiency. Block continuing to do work. Dixon to the other side. That ball is off the hands and out of bounds, point Houston.
Nice flat high swing on the outside. And Houston can find it. They can find some momentum here, just controlling the ball a little bit more and smarter with their attacking on the outside.
Palgatova, 4-time All-Big East, graduated in 2015, originally out of Bratislava, Slovakia. Long set to the outside. That ball nice and high from Casanova. That's a great look at it by our crew.
Just a nice reach. Doesn't swing as hard as she can. Just take a little bit off of it with full intention. But I was really impressed with Hoffman with kind of that spin around perfect pass down the line.
Now, a lot of teams, you talk about the opposite going to the back row and what a liability the setter might be. Well, not in this case. Already 2 blocks for Poulter and a kill. She's back in the front row. Lednicki dug. Long set to Hoffman, who shows the push early, but it doesn't matter. It's a winner anyhow.
Well, again, though, some things were not great, and this is kind of part of that. Hey, let's keep riding it out. Let's see if we can find it.
Casanova's found it from the line. Manages that one. Gidi is a bright spot offensively.
Bersinho taking that ball. That's perfect. Perfect pass on a tough serve. Take a look at this, taking that seam a little bit more, frees up the outside attacker, gets the middles going. That's exactly what they need to do.
Lauren Bersinho out of Baylor, her first professional season. 3-year starter down there in Waco. Double sub. Not quite there, almost. See if you go right back to Logan Lednicki, national champion just a month ago. It's Foley, and that will find the floor in front of Manami Kojima. That is a rarely spoken phrase.
And she had it, too. She just kind of laid down a little bit early, wanted to pancake the ball, and it just kind of sat on her hands. That's why she's laughing about it. It went nowhere. Maybe that would have been my kill. That's the plan.
That was the kind of kill you would get. That is correct. You're a setter. You don't even have a right arm. What are you talking about?
Stop. What?
I would get kills against Manami Kojima.
Yes,
I would go 2 for 4 and then straight to the hospital, and I would give all of my monies to my surgeon. Manami fantastic in this year, raising her level. It seemed impossible to do, but over 5 digs a set is one higher than anyone else through her first couple of matches. Now 18-15 here as we approach the red zone of our set number 2.
And I really like that sub. The double sub was good. Alanko very good, getting the middles involved there for a few rotations, scored a few points there. That was a nice in and out of that double sub.
So back to the starter, Hancock. Gray got down, scooped it, and then found it to the corner. That is a professional play.
Yeah, and that's the trouble when you've got, right now is your weakest passer, passing at high 50s right now, maybe even 60% good pass. That's when you get yourself in trouble where there's nowhere to go. You have to take some risks and serve it much, much tougher.
One of Alexa Gray's best friends, Micah Hancock, right here setting that ball on the other side of the net. It's fun winning matches. It's much more fun beating your friends.
Without question.
Yeah. Actually, Alexa Gray played rugby growing up, if you want to get an idea of just how tough number 9 is. So 19-16, this set certainly within reach as Kingdon Rischel serves down the line, and Gray once again handles it perfectly, and a little gooseneck over the top goes Serena Gray.
Up and available, and we're talking a lot about Gray, of course, as we should, because she's up and available, but we have to talk about Poulter.
Yeah.
Getting these balls in perfect position. Look how she stays big. She's in the same spot. Like, I love that. Like, she can count on her.
If you're scoring at home, that was Gray, Poulter, Gray.
The law firm.
And another roll shot is good. It's all fallen for Salt Lake. They are ruthlessly converting opportunities.
This is very smart with the game of volleyball. Hitting every shot. You don't know where they're going to go right now. Casanova, I just love how she's playing the game.
That ball's tight. Poulter was charging underneath. And Gray with a miss.
That might be her first error.
In fact, it is.
It's going to happen. She is human.
And she was just trying to chip that one in.
Right.
Not as aggressive as she's been before. Seeing a lot of service, though. Will Foley attack her? Italy to Canada. You've seen that on the international stage. Thompson. Good touch by the block. Positive control. Gray, nice and high. Amber Iagidi's made a couple of very nice defensive plays with her platform. Gray, full run at it. Working off the block.
Much better on the side of Houston. I like that they're taking care of those little plays that we talked about early. They talked about coming into the match, covering a little bit better with how they're handling the ball, more efficient. But again, Salt Lake stays in system. Poulter's able to get there, get her feet set, and really get Gray in good rhythm on the outside.
Poulter was wanting to serve again.
Why not? I would too. Keep serving.
It's a nice feeling of control. Instead, it's Gray. Into the net.
Poulter would have made it over. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
4 aces for Salt Lake on just 6 errors. They are definitely getting a return on investment, the women in yellow, as Thompson goes to the back row. Been less effective out of the back row than the front row. But again, early stage numbers for both sides. Maybe they can find her for some transition points here, but they're going to have to dig a ball first, and it is getting harder and harder to dig Claire Hoffman.
Well, and the trouble is now that you've got Gray going so much, you have to commit or at least pay attention to her out of the middle. Hoffman 101, big swing.
Only played about half the time last year to Claire Hoffman. Hard to judge any stats from that year. Here in this year, she is playing full-time as Mary Lake comes into 2026. The libero out of BYU. Overhead, backslide, blocked. Hoffman up big.
And I have to talk about the left side block of Salt Lake. Both of the blockers have been very, very good. Started off with only 1 block apiece coming into this, and now maybe 2 blocks each in this match.
Fans on their feet, set point in the second. Lake going deep corner. Touch, just out of reach. Salt Lake will have a second chance to close here.
Good hustle by Mary Lake, couple of serves. It's nice to see her getting in the game. She is one of the best defensive players to come out of BYU and definitely a crowd favorite.
Yeah,
love to see her in there.
6 years out of volleyball, became a mom. To Tommy as the second opportunity to close goes by with an ace there.
That's the serving pressure that we talked about. That got to just keep jacking up the serving pressure. Got to take some chances here.
All right, well, maybe a little bit of daylight that could be carried to set 3. Salt Lake squeezing together the outsides. Third set point. Hoffman, perfect pass. Long set to Casanova. Another long set. This time it's a winner.
And fire.
Yeah, Jess Merzick in her first season hit 196. Here so far hitting 172 coming into tonight. Had 3 blocks. All those came against Nebraska. So she's capable of putting up some of the aces and blocks as you get the ace there from Micah Hancock.
That's it. I talked about potentially doing the jump serve, but her float has been very, very good. So driving it, serving tougher, taking more chances is what Houston has to do.
1-0. Gray paying attention on that one and collects another kill. So still no errors, no blocks against Serena Gray by anyone on the season.
You have to fully commit. You have to know that she's going to get set. Just wait for her and hope you can slow it down a little bit right now. That's the only way to stop her.
Top scorer so far, Alexa Gray with 12 points. Jordan Thompson on the other side with 8. Claire Hoffman with the most kills at 10. Jordan Poulter leading in blocks and really has set the ball excellently as she continues to do so there. Another delivery to the middle. Does she go back there? Yes, she does. 2 in a row. And the second one is a winner.
Well, that first one, Folie really did commit. She was up there at the same time. That means when Gray gets set, you jump as a blocker as if you're going to get set. So she's in the air at the same time. That's why she was able to slow down that first one.
Serena Gray now 8 of 11.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Silly.
Wild numbers for Salt Lake City all around. Gray chief among them. Nice dig by Alexa Gray. And Hoffman with another kill. And so she was in double figures. That'll be her 11th.
Again, for you setters out there watching Poulter, she's getting to where the ball is, waiting, so she's not running and chucking the ball high. She's there and she's setting it with tempo and pace when it's high enough. I like how they're controlling the ball for her to be able to do that.
Rafaela Foley back to serve. That'll put Amber Ayajidi up front. Against Gray, who gets another kill. Serena Gray now with 9 on 12 attempts.
And Houston is serving Gray, the other Gray. Again, she's handling the ball, and I like it. I think they need to work the seams a little bit more and force two passers to come in, work kind of high and deep, and that might get it to skip off the passers.
Couple of misses here for Salt Lake. Take me through what the approach should be for the next server of Salt Lake.
It's got to be in and just at a target that you know is not a great passer. I mean, that's it. You can't have multiple serves in a row, missed serves in a row, certainly not 3 in a row. So next one goes back, and you're like, okay.
Now let me throw it in, though, for you.
Go ahead.
Because you're about to float serve. I know no one can see you, but you were throwing a float serve up here in the studio. This is going to be Haiti Casanova.
Oh, then she can rip it.
Okay, fine.
That's her job.
All right, you don't mind a miss here.
No. Her job is to rip it.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
Here she goes. She tries to manage it, and it's into the net.
Yeah. And that, it really, I mean, keeping that ball in play, like a down ball from a jump serve, is not doing anything for you. So I'm okay with that. It's the 2 previous people that shouldn't be missing.
Houston doesn't miss this time. Here's an opportunity. Merzick takes advantage, so welcome back, 1-9.
I like it. Tempo set. Again, Hancock getting her in a good position. Now she's getting off the net, keeping her in rhythm.
Houston featuring some real challenge for opponents at the outside hitter and opposite spots here with the young players. Merzick, national champion with Penn State a year ago. And we saw earlier is that Hoffman finds the corner there. We saw Logan Lednicki just embarking on her pro career, national champion with Texas A&M, their first title.
And it's nice to see these rookies come in this league and get the experience playing with these veterans, these multi-year Olympians. I mean, this is huge for them. The growth is going to be incredible.
Ayajidi, she does get the touch, works it off the block. A lot of help from Alexa Gray there, providing a target. So Ayajidi with another kill. When they can get the ball to her, exceptional.
Watch out. I mean, and that's what they need to do. And just handling the ball a little bit higher and closer to, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just a little bit higher and closer to the net, a little bit.
Ayajidi now has Salt Lake completely off balance. No libero there. Kingdon Rischel pops it up. Jordan covers herself. Dixon goes back slide. Opening up Hoffman down the middle.
I like that play. She was close on the line. We'll see if they want to get a call for this. We'll see if Hoffman's toe hit that 3-meter line at all. Hard to tell from that angle. And we'll see if we have a challenge on the floor.
No challenge. That'll put Dixon back there. At least no challenge issued immediately. Perhaps a challenge issued now, as it was very close with Claire Hoffman. And that left foot. So in fact, they are challenging whether there was a foot fault. Let's take a look at it here. Tough to see behind Rafaela Foley. Ball definitely in off the attack.
Let's see if we can get a view from the side. That's usually the best place to see if that toe touched the left.
Confirmed by our crew that Claire Hoffman is just good.
There it is. There's the view we were looking for.
That was a single. That was not a double being poured at the bar.
Right.
7-7. Closest that Houston has been, because it has been 12-6 in the first, and it was 10-4 in the second. Houston with some life. Gets pushed a little bit there, but it's back-to-back kills for Jess Merzick. Faced a lot of receptions last year. Was number 2 in overall receptions. Number 1 was Logan Eggleston, so they were definitely trying to pick on the first-year pro player. 6'3". Pardon me, 6'1", opposite, out of Livonia, Michigan. One-time Michigan ball girl, and you have to love that when you go from ball girl to potential Olympian with the national team and professional player. Again targeting Merzick. Casanova playing her spot as the off blocker, picking up tip. And it looked like it was touched at the net. Indeed, Salt Lake takes advantage. Again, efficient in transition when they have a shot.
Casanova just waiting for it. She saw that ball coming around. That's a nice high swing, getting that touch.
Merzick, perfect pass. Foley.
Oh, yeah.
Behind the head.
It's just a soft little touch, just a breath.
Raffaella Foley, an Olympian in Tokyo after 10 years on the national team, 4 Italian Serie A titles. An incredible international performer, some cups as well as a Champions League win there for the Bolzano, Italy native, who is currently in the front row for League One Houston. Thanks for joining us for some League One volleyball here on ESPN+. Kevin Barnett alongside Notre Dame head coach and former national team setter Salima Rockwell. Enjoying the rematch here between Salt Lake City and Houston. Salt Lake winners in a sweep to open the season 2 weeks ago. Here they're looking for the same thing as the block comes back alive. They had 5 stuffs in the first as a group. They put another one down there.
Well, and I misspoke earlier, said that Hoffman came in with 1 block. She came in with 3, and now she is on a roll here on that side of the court and really taking care of business.
That's going to be 8 blocks for the group now. Number of positive touches as well. Manami Kojima. Her defense is being limited by the blocking here. She has another cover. Houston needs it tight, too tight, but it wins anyway, sneaking underneath Gray.
Good vision by Rishel, seeing the block wasn't quite there and was able to rattle it through. But Kojima making all of those plays, covering. She's everywhere. See if Houston can really make a push here.
Maddie Kingdon Rishel with the kill there. She's been efficient at creating opportunities for others. 82% dig to create. Now the dig to create number is one you may not have heard before. Again, who is really rounding into an exceptional pro. Early on, hitting .085 if you were with us early coming in, but that's not indicative of anything necessarily, just 2 matches into the 26th season. And she is having herself a night here as SLC will go 13-10 out of the timeout. Houston continuing to struggle. Thompson, her efficiency numbers not where Houston probably needs them to be.
No.
Thompson hitting 110. Iagidi got touched that time. Dixon in transition. She'll get it right back. And conversion again.
Smart play off the block. They've had a lot of success out of the middle of the court. Most we've seen from Gray, and now getting Dixon in front. They know that that can score and that can work. Sensing
that perhaps this first out of the technical timeout, third set is going to slip away. The timeout now taken by head coach Sonja Tomasevic on the Houston side. So they have used their single timeout here at 14-10, trailing 2-0. Mentioned that Salt Lake City is in their first of 2. They're going to have a match later this week against Madison. They'll be right back in Bruin Arena. An entire slate of volleyball planned here for League One volleyball. And this is subject to a certain storm you may have seen, but we'll see how it goes.
We're going to be just fine. And I'm excited on Sunday. We'll have that Nebraska versus Atlanta rematch. They just played one another on ESPN2, so that'll be a fun one to see.
Yeah, tune into Victory Plus. Houston at Austin, Madison at Salt Lake. We're looking forward to all those matches and hope you at home have gotten some food, ensconced yourself inside your warm house, and you're hunkered down, ready to go for some exceptional international level of volleyball here in 2026 and throughout the next few days. Stay safe and warm, everyone. As entering the match once again is Mary Lake. Has a pretty unique story for volleyball since she went to a BYU volleyball camp at 12 years old. And one of the counselors there said, I can't wait to see you play for BYU women's volleyball, kind of midway through the camp. And she was
awesome.
like, wait, me? Are you me?
Love that.
And then manifested that into reality. And now an ace.
Come on, Mary. Getting in the game, making some stuff happen, blowing kisses to the bench. I love it.
Jeff Bennett jump up and down with little Tommy at home. That's son Tommy. Husband Jeff. Better be watching right now. That ball worked off the block and out of bounds.
Well, you could see Rishel saw that block in front of her and cut her arm across her body to get that ball to go off the edge of the block. A smart play. We always talk about that with Kingdon Rishel. Very, very smart at the net.
Double sub was good last time, netted him a number of points. The Houston side during that second set. Logan Lednicki checking in alongside Kaisa Elanco. So Elanco back to serve. Just spent time in Belize fishing and snorkeling over Christmas. Kind of a mental reset. Ready for the season?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Sign you up?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Ready. I'm in.
There is Logan Lednicki. Talked about her earlier out of Sugar Land, Texas. A now third generation Aggie and the first ever national champion at women's volleyball.
I can't talk enough about that national championship run for Texas A&M. I mean, everyone started cheering for him. You couldn't help but cheer for the underdog that no one really expected to do it. And Lednicki led that team to a national championship.
Casanova getting close to double figures with that kill, already with 2 aces as well. Her team up 16-11. Rip it.
Rip it.
Little bit of trouble, not a ton there. Merzik out of the back row, and that will work.
She paused a little bit, trying to find that rhythm, but still got it to fall and bounce. Nice play on the side of Houston. See if they can just generate some, I don't know, some chemistry, some flow here.
That ball off the hands and out of bounds. So a little update on the Atlanta match that Salim and I will be at. That'll be moved to 1 p.m. Central Time if you're looking for a viewing of that. Why are we doing Central Time for an Eastern place? Overhead, nice delivery there from Elanco, dug by Salt Lake. Long set to Casanova who chips. Creative set there, picked up by Gray. Huffman out of the back row, the hot hand. Did she find any hands? Immediately called for a challenge, and that is a referee challenge, which is legal here.
Well, we'll see if she got it. They were pretty convinced she did. I like that run out of the back court. The block made their move in, but we'll see if they got a touch.
A couple of changes I'd love to see for NCAA. The timeouts. Go to 1 timeout, go to a technical, and 1 timeout per side. Also, let the referees challenge if they wish. If there is some question about a play and it's late in a match, rather to get it right than not have any review at all.
All right, we'll check out that right hand. Oh, there's that finger. Is that Merzik?
Yeah, it is just Merzik.
It is that middle finger, the wiggles again. Here they are again. They're back.
The Wiggles have never been so despised by the women in Houston. 18-12. How about Salt Lake again, just establishing control as Lednicki is touched up. Houston on offense here. Another nice dig by Kojima. No swing to be had. Houston looking for one. 3 in a row returned. It's like playing ping pong with half the board up. And it eventually nets a kill. It was not easy for Houston to get to 13.
But those are the plays they needed. A couple of free balls coming at them. They had to find ways to convert those little plays that we were talking about earlier, and they found a way this time.
IGD and Houston in need of some points, and quick. Dixon on the backslide has been good, but not from 13 feet.
So far off the net, and I love that connection because you can't even see her back there, and she goes, and Poulter knows exactly where she's going to be. And tracking that ball from off the net and over your shoulder, very difficult.
Dixon trying to go to the short serve, nearly had it. Lednicki was fast overhead. Dixon with the defense, right on the spot. Casanova got the rip it call.
You can
Hope
hear it.
You heard it.
I love that. Rip it, rip it. But I like how they're working together. They both stepped in to set the ball, got called off. I like it's just super comfortable and really not a lot of panic right now. Oh, good. Rip it, rip it.
Perfect pass. Overhead. Lednicki stuff one-on-one. Welcome to the international game. Canada defeats America on that play.
Well, Alexa Gray, we've been waiting for her to really heat up, especially with her blocking. We know she can attack. Look at this drop move into the left hand. Beautiful block, just surrounds the ball.
Big at the net. Dixon still at the line. Here comes a free ball where Salt Lake has been lethal. Book it again.
That's tough. You've got both blockers in there. Gray doesn't have to go behind. You don't have to split the block. Just have two blockers, and she can still hit high and over the top.
Do you have a refrigerator in here? You want to put the match in the refrigerator? Chick her?
It's not, well, maybe.
22-13. What a performance by Salt Lake at taking this match.
Well, and it's so
taking it
important,
away.
and they really have. And we're talked about the standings. We're talking about the playoffs and how important every single one of these matches are. Winning every single match is important. That only the top 4 teams this year get to the playoffs.
Yeah, expansion coming for next year. Lots of teams coming online already announced. Los Angeles, Minnesota, and San Francisco. So League One is going to grow substantially in Season 3 as that ball is killed on top of the net. But Salt Lake can afford to give back a few.
We'll see if Houston can find some energy, make a push. They've got to serve tough. They've got to serve tough and play great defense.
Correction for you at home. Austin and Houston have been moved to that 1 p.m. Central spot. Coming up on the weekend, there's Houston hoping to get some momentum that might carry into that match.
And that's exactly what they need to do. A tough serve, gets them off the net, and the block is set up perfectly.
Yeah, the job is only going to get tougher for Houston from here. They'll get the defending champions in Austin as they get another ace out on the right side.
The one that hurts your shoulder? Every time I look at it, it's so amazing, and then my shoulder hurts.
Bionic Heat.
Oh, love it.
Coming from that one. Of course, we'll get a look at her in person. All things remaining as they are in Atlanta on Sunday. Here, Salt Lake trying to close it out. Would be their second consecutive sweep over Houston in 3 matches as the kill there goes to Gray. Yeah, it's 23-17.
What a reach by Poulter on that tight pass. Got everybody to jump and get that set one-on-one.
Foley, intermediate side out, first ball kill.
I love it. Hancock firing that ball in from off the net. That's what she had to do. The block was already headed outside, not really paying attention to Foley.
They'll need a few more in this rotation. Merzik looking long. Match ball for Salt Lake upcoming. Bruin Arena on their feet. Short serve. Put away by Foley. Back to back for number 7.
Beautiful pass by Briseño. Handling that ball, that short ball, that's difficult to pass when you're super deep, expecting a deep floater.
Second chance to close it, still with some leeway here. Foley will be subbed out. As you get a look at Sophie Fisher, who is number 7, but I think she was signaling 6'7".
Oh.
Even the baby is pumped. Right in the center of your screen, he was getting after it. Float serve, Kojima on the money. Hoffman tight to the net. Did she find the sideline? No.
Houston staying alive, making this push. You never know what kind of run they could have here. Serving tough, keeping them off the net.
24-20.